Hi, Guada.
Hi, Zoe.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I am Guada. I gotta restart.
Hi, Guada. Tell us
Hi,
about yourself.
Zoe. Okay, so I'm a student athlete. I I've always been a good student. I've always been interested in sports. I have a really strong work ethic, so I always push myself to do better. Even though I was voted um, to have the worst case of senioritis. That's low key not true because, well, it is true, but it's not true. But it's okay. Um, I like hanging out with my friends, stuff like that. Like I'm just always busy. I'm never like doing nothing. I'm always busy, so I always have something to do. I'm never bored. So yeah, I'm an extrovert. Is I can say that. Yeah,
Okay. Do you do school online or in person?
I do school online. So I'm always at home.
Okay, so do you take any AP or dual enrollment classes? If so, do you find it easier or harder now due to COVID?
I take both AP and dual enrollment. I take AP literature with Miss Kalella, and I take two dual enrollment classes. One with Barry, which is pre-calculus 2, and I take dual enrollment U.S. history with Mr. Dalla. I do find it kind of challenging but at the same time, it's a little easier. Like what I don't like is the one-on-one thing, because I feel better talking to my teachers one on one if I don't understand something online. It doesn't give me that opportunity. So, but then at the same time, it's just like I feel more relaxed and I have more time to do things. So, I mean, it's 50-50. I don't really mind it, but it is what it is.
Okay. Did you take AP classes before COVID?
Yes, I did.
So, how would you compare AP classes in school and outside of school?
Um, like I said, the one on one thing, just like having that interaction, because online is not the same, and online is just like more rushed, and it's easier to like, I don't want to say to cheat because it's not cheating. It's more like you have to learn more on your own online, and there's no interaction, which is what sucks. So yeah.
Okay. What are your top three colleges?
My top three colleges right now are UCF, FIU, and FAU. So yeah.
Okay.
Um, so how would you describe your social life now due to COVID?
I've always been a very like closed circle type of person, so I always hang out with the same people. So due to COVID, yes, we did our quarantine thing, and I saw my significant other only for that time. But then once I started going out with my friends, we would only go to each other's houses as safe as possible. Like for a certain time, we were only allowed to be in the backyard in our backyards, and we couldn't go out and stuff like that. But I don't know, since it's been the same kind of low key because I just never liked going out partying and stuff like that. Just less interaction with the world, and I just never really liked doing that. So it's not really like much has changed, to be honest, at least for me, because I only like being like with my friends. So yeah.
Okay. You said that you're an athletic student. How has COVID affected your extracurricular activities or sports that you play?
So I was on the weightlifting team, and obviously our season got canceled, and it got taken away from us. So that was a really big thing that I not regret, but it was really sad to see my last season fly by, and I couldn't be a part of it because weightlifting was a really big part of um, who I am, especially, well, not even because it's been like a like a thing I've done for such a long time. It's a new thing for me, and the fact that I enjoyed it so much so fast, and to see it not happen for me, especially my senior year, it was just so tough. Like just seeing it gone. But because we didn't have a season, it coach made us like, stay on ourselves like personally. So at home I would do home workouts. I would work out with my other coach and stuff like that. Like it just depended a lot on me. But me personally, I don't like working out by myself, so it was harder for me to stay on track and stuff like that. So, yeah.
You said you were like a working student. Like, do you want to elaborate more on that? Like, is it like easier for you now that you're home and stuff?
Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is easier the fact that I'm home because I don't have to go through the stress of going to school, changing my clothes, coming back home, going here, back there. Like no, like at home, yes, I can just leave my house straight to work with no rush, no like just not a lot of problems. So I mean, I would work in the mornings and then I would work in the afternoons. And honestly, I'm really glad because it gave me something to do, especially going into college. Like it's just a thing that you need to be ready for in the real world. So yeah, it wasn't stressful though. It wasn't really stressful for me. It was just like working. I had to do it for personal reasons. So it was just something I had. Even if I didn't like it, I had to learn to like it. So yeah.
Okay. What about your grades? You said you're a good student. You take AP class. Obviously, you have to be smart. So, have
Yeah.
your grades been going down,
I'm an
going
honor
up since you're at
student.
home?
I'm an honor student. Um, I got principal's honor roll first semester. I mean, first quarter, and then that one B messed me up second quarter. But it's okay. It's okay. Final grades are still an A, so that's how it is. I mean, I can't say that it's been like that for my whole high school career or high school like run because my freshman year I really did go through a lot being a new student and just trying to adapt to DCS because I wasn't really used to being in a charter school and such a small school. I wasn't really used to it and I didn't even know anyone, so I was really slacking. I didn't care about my grades, like it was just the least of my worries. But ever since I realized that, like I need to do better, I need to go somewhere in life, I changed that very, very quickly. So since then, I was always a good student. But I've always been a good student. Even as a kid, I had a phase where I had to be bad. So, yeah.
Okay, so when we first started home learning, like, was it hard to get adjusted?
I don't know about being hard to be adjusted to adjust. I feel like I just got off my routine. Like I would just wake up, open the laptop and just sit there. So, I mean, it was better for me at least because I didn't have to do all that work like changing, going to school, waking up early and stuff like that. I just rolled over, turned off my computer and that's it. But it just gave me more of a reason to procrastinate and to be lazy. So, I feel like it has its upsides and its downsides.
Okay. You said you've gotten accepted to colleges and stuff. When you go to college, you seem to like online learning. Are you gonna go to college online or in person?
That's the thing. With college is a very different experience than high school. And since our high school it didn't give me at least the opportunity to, go to football games every week and, sit on the bleachers and stuff like that. Like stuff that a normal, like a real big 1,000 kid in each grade school would do. So I feel like also if I were to do home learning my first year of college, I would be missing out on so much. So I mean, of course I would obviously try to do in person at college, but due to COVID I don't think that will be a possibility, and I also wouldn't want to pay thousands of dollars just to take a class online, which the point is to experience life and how your life will be in the future. So yeah.
Okay, so how has COVID and quarantine affected your mental health?
Honestly, it took a very big downfall on my mental health because I was not myself for a very long time. I started slacking on so many things that were important to me. So because I don't know what it was really, but I just did not feel like myself. it was just a really bad time for me, especially mentally and physically, because it just, I lost myself 100%. Like having school on top of, having to work and this and that, like it was too much for a little bit. Even things going on in my personal life, it just took a toll for a while, but it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, it was a really bad time, definitely.
Okay, you joined DCS, a new student or whatever, ninth grade. So since you've been at DTS, this is your senior year, you're at home. You think you're actually getting prepared for college?
No, I really don't.
Why?
I don't think so, because college is more of like, you have more freedom in college. In college, I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't have any siblings that go to college. I don't know anyone in my family that I go to college, and my friends that do go to college, it's just like, oh, it's just so much better. You have so much more freedom. You have more time to do things like just turn in your assignments, learn, get your degree, and dip. But it's like, I don't know, like I feel like high school just doesn't prepare you enough for the real world. Like it just teaches you, how to graph and then you're set for life. Like, no, that's not how it is. I don't know anything about taxes. I don't know anything about any of this. And it's like, how am I going to know? And then I'm probably going to be one of those kids in college and be like, oh, I don't know how to do this. While everyone else is like, oh, how do you not know? And I think that's one of the things I'm most scared about is being out there alone without my parents' help or any of my teachers, and then just not knowing how to live. So no, I don't think that the high school is teaching us how to go to college.
Okay, so like this year, do you feel like you're getting like the senior year and recognition like you deserve right now?
No, well, probably since January, yes, probably a little bit it's gotten better, but no, not in the beginning of the year. I feel like in the beginning of the year, everybody was just so worried about, okay, you need to be in school, you need to do this, but nobody really cared about how the seniors were gonna um, express themselves as their last year. Like we had no homecoming, we had no our seasons were canceled. Like it's not even just all of our seasons. Like they pick and chose what sports were able to do things, and it just sucked. Like I don't, as a senior, I don't feel heard. I don't feel like everything is like considered. I understand that COVID is a big impact on how we do things, but it's like when you start comparing your school to other schools, it's like, but why? But and you ask yourself this a lot, and it's just not fair, especially to um, the people that are trying to make things happen, like our student government. If I was in student government, I would be 100% very frustrated because it essentially falls on them and everyone gets mad at them. So it's like um I don't feel like the school has really gave us enough opportunities to have our senior year.
Okay, with all that being said, what do you think us as a class or even DCS administration can do to help you start to feel like you're really getting the senior year and the recognition that you deserve?
I do feel like, well, I do give props to the administration that has reached out to us and has had meetings with us to see what we would like to have and what we would like to see happen. So I do appreciate that 100%. But it's like you're going to hear us and say, "Oh yeah, we'll think about it," or "I think this is a great idea," and then turn it around and be like, "No, I don't think so." Like you can't just say yes and then say no. So that kind of hurts us as well. Um what else? I feel like to make it better, uh, we just have to keep fighting as a senior class. Like as a senior class, we can't just give up and let whatever happen. We just need to tell them like, this is what we want, and we're not giving up. We're gonna give you all these alternatives. We're gonna give you all these options. So can you please listen to us? And it's not even to be rude in a way. It's just you already had your senior year. You as grown adults, you guys had your high school experience. I understand that not everything could be as the way we want, or like it just doesn't work like that. I understand that 100%. But it's like we're giving you all these options, and you're asking us, oh, but this is, we can't do this because of this. And then you tell us to do research, and we do the research, we give it to you, but then you brush it off. You can't do that. Like, it's just not fair, at least in my eyes. And again, like, this is with all due respect, because I'm not trying to bash anyone or throw shade or anything like that. I'm just saying that's how, as an outsider, sees it. I see that we give you options, we give you like, this is what we want, like you ask, and it's like, oh, but no. Then why do you ask in the first place if you're gonna tell us that what we're gonna have to do at the end of the day?
Okay, so what is some advice you would give to your younger self?
Oh, my younger self. Uh, well, to be patient, and that. Uh, wow, there's so many things I would say, to be honest. To be patient is a really big one, because you can't force things to happen for you. You can't rush things. You can't expect things or expect help from other people as well. Um, yeah, just be patient. I think that's a big one, to be patient and to trust the process.
Okay. To end it all off, do you have any tips or motivation for any of the younger students at DCS?
That you can do it. That is not hard. You can do it. It'll be tough at some times, but you can do it. You can push. It'll be okay. I promise. And to stay focused on who you want to be in the future. Like, manifest all the time. You need to speak it into existence. Like, you want to be a doctor. Okay, I will be a doctor. I gotta stay on top of my grades. I gotta be active. I gotta, you gotta push yourself to be the best. Be your own competition. So yeah, and just be interactive. Make friends. Make the good type of friends. Like, have connections, stuff like that.
Okay. Thank you, Quada.
Also good advice.